So this has been one of the most requested videos. Everybody wants to know what's going on with Reddit. Why did they rug the community, especially my crypto.com users who hold Moon and Bricks token? Many people want to know, should I sell? Should I move on? Should I catch a falling knife? Is it worth it to have that Warren Buffett mentality with a cryptocurrency like Moons or Bricks? We about to get into it all. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and keep your favorite crypto and dojo entrepreneur inside the algorithms. All right, let's get into it. So Reddit to phase out blockchain-based community point tokens, Moon and Bricks. What is going on? So we're going to go over this article right here from Crypto News. It says the popular social media platform Reddit announced plans to phase out and discontinue blockchain-based community point reward tokens, Moon and Brick by November. So if you're trading this, there still is opportunity, and I'll show you guys why throughout the video. Make sure you stick to the end. On October 17th, an announcement was made by a Reddit team member in our cryptocurrency subreddit stating that while they saw some future opportunities to community points, there was no path to scale it broadly across the platform due to resource constraints and regulatory risks. So in short, they're scared of the SEC, right? They're scared that they're pushing out a security, and they're also afraid that they won't be able to scale because of Ethereum and the fees that they got to pay for moving around these tokens to actually pay out people with these community points. So that's basically what's going on. Now, my opinion personally on Bricks and Moon, I talked about that cryptocurrency a couple times when it was pumping, right? There was opportunity there. In fact, I really thought it had a lot of potential because of Reddit, right? Reddit having their own tokens, being a cryptocurrency hub where people can earn points for delivering alpha and content on Reddit. I was like, well, that's a very cool system, and it was, allowing people to earn a passive income through simply making Reddit posts, right? You earn these points. You can either use these points to have exclusive memberships, or you can turn these points into cryptocurrency and eventually fiat, right? So they had a system that I, in the beginning, thought was sustainable. But we see here that it seems like the SEC kind of spooked them, right? They don't want to be holding a security or have to deal with security laws. You can see here the one of the administrators for our cryptocurrency gave a huge post, right, on why they decided to move on. You can see here it says the regulatory environment has added scalability limitations through the moderators and communities that supported community points have been incredible partners. As it evolved, the product is no longer set up to scale. So they're having problems with scaling and potentially SEC on the sugar honey iced tea. So we know that the community points was an integral part of the Reddit ecosystem. It says serving as an incentivizing model to reward Reddit users to make high-quality contributions to the social media platform. The point served as a chance for Redditors to own a piece of the community, which brings me to the pros and cons of them changing up on folks, right? Speaking of Moons and Bricks, you can see here, this was the rug. It went from it went 10x the opposite way. Right, it just pumped up to like 50 cents and then went down to 4 cents. So it went 10x the opposite way upon the news that they was moving away from the point system. And you can see on the 7-day, many would say, hey, this is a Terra Luna Classic opportunity. Maybe there's opportunity. Maybe this thing jumps back up to 10 cent, 15 cent. You got to November. And maybe it does if you're trading this token. But I do not see any long-term future for this token because Reddit has made it clear that they do not plan on using cryptocurrencies in their point system. Even if you move over to the Bricks one, you can see the Bricks one completely fell off the map. And again, for the last 7 days, it seems like a lot of people are looking to trade this cryptocurrency as it's up 16% on the day. So don't get trapped by these whales, man. If you know what you're doing with trading and you got the time to sit at the computer and scout this project on 20% trades, voila, you can make some pretty good income with that. But if you work a 9 to 5 and you don't got the time to sit at the charts, do not get involved with trying to trade this token. It's not a Terra Luna Classic opportunity because we know people took over Luna. They had the influencers to buy it. Nobody's talking about this token, all right? Even after Reddit rug the token, nobody's still not talking about it. So I want to make that clear to you, family, that these are whales trading the token. These are traders looking to get your liquidity cap to make exit liquidity on the way back up to make up for some of those gains if they were holding the bag. So I want to make that very, very clear. This is high risk, especially if you ain't got the time. If you got the time, hey, you might have an opportunity to make a few bucks with this. But if you plan on holding this token, they made it clear by November they are not using this system any longer. So I want to talk about some of the pros and the cons of them not using this system, right? We got to talk about it. So let's get into some of the pros. Pros of the new system, of course, environmental sustainability. We know the Ethereum blockchain uses a lot of energy. By moving away from this ecosystem, Reddit is reducing its carbon footprint. Simplicity. It seems like a lot of people didn't really understand the point system, and they really didn't want to get into using cryptocurrency, having to use Ethereum to trade their moon tokens into fiat. It probably was a clusterfuck for a lot of people that don't understand cryptocurrency, that simply want to utilize Reddit with a normal point system. So they probably was getting a lot of flack, right? Because people was like, man, just pay us in cash. We gotta go through this crypto blockchain. So a non-blockchain system might be easier for the average user to understand and use without needing the knowledge of crypto. And of course, cost efficiency. I can imagine the scaling was a little bit tough because transactions on Ethereum blockchain can sometimes be high from the fees. So using a different system could reduce or eliminate the cost for those users, right? So we also got to get into the cons because I think this is big. The number one con, in my opinion, is the loss of decentralization, right? Now this project will be very, very centralized, right? Meaning, one of the main benefits of the blockchain is that it has a decentralized nature. No single entity has control. Well, that's out the window now. So the people who are looking for Reddit, decentralization, that's out the window. Potential loss of value, we're seeing that. Users who held Moon, of course, they're concerned because the volume of the token has literally tanked. Some people would look at it like an opportunity, but in my opinion, and I may be wrong, okay, I'm not no expert with this, that looks like a falling knife because they've made it clear that there is no future with these tokens with Reddit. So where will the utility serve? There won't be no utility. It'll just be whales trading, kind of like what we've seen from the Terra Luna Classic, what's it called? The USTC stablecoin, right? It's not a stablecoin anymore, so people just use it to trade and scalp. And last but not least, trust issues, right? This new system is probably going to have people lacking of trust because with the blockchain, transactions are immutable. They're very, very transparent. You can see what's going on with the blockchain. If they move to a cash point system, well, then, there really isn't no trust on how they go about handling the business. And without it, users have to trust Reddit to manage the point system fairly, right? Without the blockchain, now we got to trust that Reddit is going to be fair to a lot of people. So that's my synopsis, on cryptocurrency, moons, and what's going on with moons and Reddit. Hey, if you're a trader, there's opportunity there. You see it's up 16% on the day for bricks. And I think Moons is up 9%. Let me know in the chat if you are trading this token. What do you think about Reddit mooning the community? It seems like they care less of the holders. They just want to move on to a new point system. And they could have just let people know gradually that they were going to do it without rugging the entire community. But again, cryptocurrency is the Wild Wild West. So this is what we expect. And projects and entities like this that come from Web 2 and rug the Web3 community really makes it bad for cryptocurrency when people look to finally get into cryptocurrency, finally trust these new entities, and they just use us for a cash grab to pretty much continue their progress with their Web2 business. I don't like it. I think that it's a nasty technique, but again, it's PvP out here in crypto, and this is what we got to deal with until we get further regulation. They want to blame it on the SEC. They want to blame it on the fact that, hey, Ethereum can't be scaled, so they had to move to Arbitron. I believe they moved to Arbitron because of the fees, so they got tired of Ethereum. So they tried to move from Ethereum to Arbitron, and I guess scalability still was pretty tough there. I don't know if you are part of Reddit. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this. I love to know everybody's opinion. I don't like it. Something doesn't smell good right here, but that's my opinion. Y'all let me know. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you the next one.